How's it going, sports fans? I'm Chad Roderick, and we had an exciting weekend of sports. But let's get the bad news out of the way first as we recap the Broncos' 42-17 loss to the Detroit Lions. The Lions were off to an incredible start, scoring 21 unanswered points on an unusually disorganized Denver defense. Russell Wilson was able to strike back in the third with a lob pass to little Jordan Humphrey in the end zone to try and carve into Detroit's lead. But after another Lions touchdown, Denver looked to score near the goal line, and he's in. But what's this? A flag on the play, and they call Broncos guard Quinn Miners offside, negating the touchdown in this one. And Sean Payton looked furious, giving Russell Wilson all of the business on the sideline as he just keeps yelling at him. Now the Broncos were forced into kicking a field goal. Finally, this Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown would basically seal the game for the Lions, even though both teams would score again in this one. Here's what Sean Payton had to say after he cooled down after the game.
Look, this is a tough league, and like I said this to the players afterwards. You know, you're going to play in these games once in a while, and it's difficult to swallow. Certainly, as coaches, it starts with us. We've got to be better, man. We've got to be able to shake it pretty soon here, and then get ready to play New England.
Now the Broncos will play the New England Patriots next Sunday at 6:15 p.m. Next up, CMU men's wrestling flew to Indianapolis for the 44th Midwest Classic. The Midwest Classic is often known as the precursor to Nationals, with 19 ranked teams and over 100 ranked wrestlers in the field. So if you want to be the best, the Midwest Classic is the place to be. 3 CMU wrestlers advanced to day 2 of the tournament, which is a prestigious accomplishment in itself. Sophomore Gus Dalton made it to day 2 at 174 pounds. He's joined by junior Jason Bonarowitz at 184 pounds and Gabe Carranza at 197 pounds. Congratulations to these 3 wrestlers on making it to day 2 of the Midwest Classic, and good luck on the rest of your season. CMU's next appearance will be after Christmas break on January 5th in the Western Open in Gunnison. And the CMU women's wrestling team traveled to Las Vegas for the Desert Duels this weekend. The Mavs were split into 2 separate squads, wrestling different opponents. The overall results look pretty good for the Mavericks, though, beating Pacific University, Ottawa University of Arizona, and Grand Canyon, then just barely falling in back-to-back duels against number 8 ranked Simon Fraser and number 1 ranked Iowa. Now, if you don't know much about the collegiate wrestling landscape, let's just say that those 2 programs are some of the best, especially the Iowa Hawkeyes, which might be the best wrestling school in the country. And then CMU dispatched number 15 ranked Wartburg fairly easily as well in a 34-11 win. Folks, if you haven't watched the Mavericks women's wrestling team, I try to make it out because they're legit. And it won't be an easy matchup for the 8th ranked Mavericks men's basketball team as they take on 5th ranked West Texas A&M at 1 p.m. in Las Vegas. Both teams entered this game with 8-1 records this season. The Mavs' only loss was in their season opener against Dallas Baptist, while the Buffalo's only loss was to a fellow RMAC squad, MSU Denver. CMU will need to watch out for senior guard Larry Wise, a North Texas Mean Green transfer, who's averaging 20-plus points per game on 47% shooting from the field. It's a top 10 Division II matchup at 1 o'clock. You won't want to miss it. And that's all my time for sports. I'm Chad Roderick. We'll have more news coming your way after the break.